points in the game.
Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So New Mexico State's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Under fire. Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the ground with the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Quarterback extends the play. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Spins away from the defender. bulldozes his way through. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. Off play action. Got it behind the line, it's Carson. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fullback's got it. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep...
Will boot it away to start the game. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense comes onto the field first today. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's King. Here's the pressure. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Cornhuskers line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Levitt. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
On the double. Rita. 29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So UAB's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Wants to throw on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He'll try to do it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
On the ready.
To the air on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
On the set.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The pitch to the left. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the give off the left side. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Chang. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looking for room at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Get set.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Breaks the tackle. They strip. Got enough space. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is just like this offense drew it up, right? A little bit of misdirection. I mean, we purposely fumble. They scoop it up, take it all the way to the house. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Freeman. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of 1st downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Come on, set.
Back to throw, it's Levin. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
The Blazers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He takes it at the 45. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Chang. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Lasso.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Now adjusting. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This guy's supremely talented, but sometimes the jump from high school is a little too much in some games, and it has been so far here. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Blazers will punt this one away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Unleashes one deep. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal caller. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
The Blazers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Freeman. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The big fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defensive front had that one spelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Hard running there.
Second down coming up.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.